You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrans for our Black and White Sports. Well, it's unbelievable what has just transpired over like the last 2 hours. The Bucs getting beat by the Jets and Antonio Brown having a complete meltdown. Now, of course, Tom Brady's the GOAT, and Tom Brady, at the time, led his team back. What he does is captain comeback. He brought his team back, and the Bucs ultimately beat the Jets. All the while, during that game, Antonio Brown had an utter and complete meltdown. Totally bizarre. Very quickly, I'll just show, I'm not going to play the sound on it because they'll copyright me, but there he is taking his shirt off, throwing his jersey into the stands, and he is out. I mean, unbelievable, unbelievable. But the one thing we know is Tom Brady, the GOAT, is a massive Antonio Brown fan. They are very good friends away from the field. Antonio Brown has lived in Tom Brady's home. Tom Brady had him living there last year when he brought him into the league and when he was in New England for that brief period. And we also know that Tom Brady was livid with the New England Patriots, probably Bill Belichick, for cutting Antonio Brown like he did. Now, Tom Brady recognizes Antonio Brown's an unbelievable talent. He always has been. That hasn't been disputed. I mean, the man, if you go look at his stats, it's unreal for the amount of games he's played. He's got over 12,000 receiving yards and 79 touchdowns. This year, he's played in 6 games, has 519 yards. He's got an unbelievable skill set. But for whatever reason, he cannot keep his head screwed on straight. Now, one could argue the NFL shouldn't have came down on him like they did over that fake vaccination card thing, but they did nonetheless, and maybe that had something to do with him ultimately breaking down here. Well, the GOAT, Tom Brady, Antonio Brown's very good friend, has come out, and he has officially made some comments about this situation. Tom Brady seeks compassion and empathy for Antonio Brown. The man regarded, and this is Florio, the man regarded as most responsible for bringing Antonio Brown to Tampa Bay has addressed Brown's departure from the team. Not only did he quit on his team today, Bruce Arians cut him. Via Greg Allman of TheAthletic.com, quarterback Tom Brady has called for compassion and empathy for his now former teammate. Quote, "That's obviously a difficult situation," Brady said. "We all love him and care about him deeply. I think everyone should be compassionate and empathetic towards some very difficult things." Now, Florio goes on to say Brady is right, and here's hoping that Brady, who won a 7th Super Bowl ring with assistance from Brown, will be as vigilant about getting Brown help as Brady was about keeping Brown out of trouble when his ongoing employment depended on it. Now, there's a lot of questions to ask here because, will Brown make the Hall of Fame now that he's got a Super Bowl ring? His numbers are certainly comparable to a lot of Hall of Fame wide receivers, but he's had a lot of drama in his career, a lot of it. And there's no doubt his talent, nobody's disputing that. But he had that incident with Mike Mayock when he was with the Raiders. Very disrespectful incident. In fact, for full disclosure, I've never been a huge Antonio Brown fan, really until just recently when he was willing to kind of stand up and give Roger Goodell in the NFL a middle finger this year. Well, frankly, not a lot of people are willing to do that, and he did it over that fake vaccination card. But nonetheless, it's one of the most bizarre things we have ever seen in the history of the NFL. But I'm going to tell you, the friendship between Brady and Antonio Brown is oddly bizarre. As regimented, as disciplined as Tom Brady is and has been in his career, some could say the most regimented and disciplined in the history of the NFL, that he has befriended somebody like Antonio Brown. Now, I have no doubt Antonio Brown's work ethic on the field, in practice, in places like that, I have heard is very good. We don't know that for sure. Something about this guy impressed Tom Brady along the way, and now Tom Brady is asking for people to have compassion and empathy, and obviously something is very wrong there. We've never seen anything like this that I can remember where a player did something that so obviously was going to end his career in all likelihood on the field by just walking off, taking off his shirt, and essentially in some odd way saying goodbye to the NFL. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fan. The GOAT says we got to be compassionate and empathetic. I've got the GOAT's canvas right up there behind me. Bucks jersey on, holding his Patriots jersey and his rings. Tom, that's a tough sell for me on this one. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.